Alright, Saturday morning, kind of early. I'm not going to go into work. I probably should, but it's 50 in here and 39 out there, so I guess that's tolerable. I took my old turbo down to the turbo repair shop, and they said it's going to be $4.95 if we can reuse all your parts. And they said that I probably have a bent shaft, and switching the impeller from the one turbo and using a different shaft probably threw it out of balance, and that's the source of my problem here. So I can't see spending $4.95 on this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a kit in this turbo, which is the same turbo, and hopefully all the parts are good, and use it, and I can get away for 50 bucks or so. That's my plan. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to work on stuff this weekend. I've got some stuff going on, but I might squeeze in at least a turbo rebuild in between. I think I'm going to clean up my workbench a little bit before everybody gets up, as soon as I get some coffee. Also, it ain't all come in yet, but I got a rebuild kit for my power steering pump. I've never rebuilt one before, but how hard could it be, right? And I have some new 3/8 tubing, and 5/16 and a quarter and 3/16. But all I really need at the moment is my 3/8 to build the fuel line properly and the line going to the PVC. And I probably need to build a line for the vacuum advance on the distributor. What else do I need to do? Oh yeah, I need to make a new line. This port on the carburetor, for some reason, doesn't have any vacuum. I've noticed that on several Quadrajets. It looks like it ought to, but it don't. So anyway, I need to route that. That line goes to the vacuum accumulator, I guess that's what it's called, and then works the blend doors and stuff inside the cab. So you gotta have that, because we're going to need some air condition once I can get the motor to run reliably. I think the motor's good. No problem there. I just gotta get my turbo sorted out. There's a carburetor I've been supposed to rebuild for a long time. It's got some kind of goo in it though. Anyways, how to do that soon. I will do it soon. The bad turbo I'm gonna rebuild. I'm gonna try to use this housing, I think. Yes, because on this housing they've welded up the hole for the wastegate. So that's what I need to do. So I'm going to take this one apart and see what's up. Well, the bad news is I just measured that wheel and that wheel. That one's a good bit bigger. This one's off a Grand National. This one's off a Pontiac 301, I think. 231, 301. This one's smaller. So, and this is smaller on this one too. So, this turbo will not, I don't believe, match right up here. I'm going to do a little more research, but I don't think it will. So that means I can't use that turbo. Anyway, let me do some thinking here. Alright, this is the turbo off the truck, which I thought came off of Pontiac 301, but I was just looking, got a light and looked real close here. Those look like a lot like Ford numbers, don't they? Anyways, I need to do a little research. I did order one of them eBay turbos, like $109. It's a T3. Anyway, I got that coming. We'll see what happens. We'll figure this mess out. Don't you worry. But right now, I got to go in the house and get a haircut because where it ain't bald, I look like Shaggy the dog. Also, I got to shave because I'm going to be around people, and I'm told that makes me look better if I shave. What do I know? Alright, I'm just back from a little get-together we had. And I can't stand it, you know. I gotta come out here and see something every little while. So I come out here, I said I was going to take this cartridge apart and see why it fails. Well, I unbolted the compressor wheel and slid the exhaust turbine, I think I'm using the correct terms, out. And when I did, I heard a little ting, and this bearing fell out. And it come out that hole right there. Or maybe, I don't know. Anyway, there's the O-ring, or not an O-ring, snap ring laying right there. I didn't take that snap ring out. I'm not sure why that happened. I put in some snap rings in my time and they ain't screwed it up. And I was pretty careful with this turbo. The bearing, evidently, I can't point with the finger I'm holding the camera with. That bearing came out of the oil drain when I was messing around. And the O-ring was laying there. That bearing looks pretty good. I wonder if the snap ring didn't come off and the bearing fell out is why it was so sloppy. But why would it do that? Did I screw up putting the snap ring in? I wouldn't think so. Well, there's the bearings out. The inside snap ring is what came out on the exhaust side. Well, I ain't sure what to make of it. Alright, I don't know if we can see in there or not. We'll try. But there's a brass residue in there on the side that the bearing fell out. I don't know. I don't know if it'll ruin it or what. Well, I'll say this. I'm glad I got it home when I did, because this was just before real bad things happening. So now, I ain't sure what I'm going to do about it. I ain't sure. I got more parts here. I'm pretty sure I left the inside snap rings alone and didn't replace them. That might be what my trouble is. We can go back and review. But I bet you that's what I done. Because I left them in that one. And now I done forgot which is which. Originally anyways. Anyway, I gotta go. I can't stay out here all night. Alright, the little man and I had a little break from what was going on. So I did this morning take a pile of tires down to the tire store. So I got some better tires for the back of this. And we need to have a look at the brakes. So we're going to take the back wheels off. And you know what else we can do? What? We could start the installation of the rear half of the 2-fold drop. What? What? The 2-fold drop. 2 in the front, 4 in the back. 4, 2, 2, 4. What's 2 plus 4?
6.
Yeah, but we don't need to know that right now. But it is true. Alright. While the little man was gone on an errand I sent him on, I went ahead and installed the Hoosier drag radials. Come on. Old Got Milky One better look out. We're gonna hook. If you're spinning, you ain't winning. Trouble is, we got a one-wheel peel, and that ain't the real deal. And there might be the other little factor of we don't have enough power to spin the tires anyways. You know why there's no tread on it? Because it's a drag racing slick. You don't run it in the rain. In the rain you need the tread so that the water will run inside the grooves so you don't hydroplane. You don't need that on a drag strip. You need all the rubber you can get hitting the road so it'll hook. So you're not spinning tires. You know how in the old blue and white Chevy you step on her and she lights them up? You put these tires on, it won't do that as much. They're softer compound, it'll hook. It won't spin. If you're spinning, you ain't winning. Alright, we made quick work of that. Here's what we figured out. It's got decent wear on the brake shoes. Decent wear left. On this side, the drum looks pretty good. But you go around here, just as I suspected, a leaky wheel cylinder. And it has delaminated the brake shoes to a degree. And the brake drum ain't the perfectest. That's not really a word, guys. It really isn't. There is, but we're gonna have to quit now because we're just gonna have to. Look how nice it is under here. The other thing we're gonna do is investigate what's required for the rear half of the drop. Oh yeah, man, that is bad news right there. I don't know what's in the tanker, but